Welcome to the full feature showcase of Request. This video is divided into chapters, with each one explaining a single feature. If you're searching for something specific, you can jump to the relevant chapter immediately. Before we start with the showcase, I want to quickly say that if you ever think Request lacks a feature, you can ask for new ones inside the app, reach us on Discord, or email us at contact@request.app. We're always happy to help. Now let's get started with the first chapter. Event creation. In Request, we work with the concept of events. You can create an event by pressing the plus button either in the top right or in your navigation bar. When creating an event, there are various basic things you can specify: the name and description, a cover image, either a GIF or an image upload, the start and end time of your event, and you can choose to add a physical location to your event. You can also choose to restrict who can participate. By default, your event can be found and joined by everyone. If you want to restrict this, there are a couple of options. The simplest is to only allow people who have the link or QR code to your event. This will essentially prevent random users from finding and joining your event using the Request event search features. The next option allows you to require your guests to have a Request account. This is usually not recommended as it requires each of your guests to create a Request account. If you decide to enable this, you'll see that a new option appears to limit participants even more. If you enable this, you have to manually allow or decline every user that tries to join your event. The last option to restrict who can participate allows you to limit participants to only users who are physically at the event. Note that every attendee needs to have location services enabled on their device. The next option allows you to accept tips on your song requests. To see how this works, please check out the chapter about tipping. Next, we have the music platform selection. When requesting a song, we use the entire song database from either Spotify, SoundCloud, Apple Music, or Tidal to populate search results when searching for a track. This selector gives you the option to choose where the search results come from when someone requests a song. Then, with the next option, you can limit what can be requested. If you enable this, you get various options to restrict what songs can be requested. The options that appear vary slightly per music platform. You can, for example, filter out tracks with explicit lyrics or filter out Go Plus tracks if you're using SoundCloud. You can also limit song requests to only tracks present in your repertoire. This feature also has its own chapter. Please check that for more information. In Request, we give you the option to export accepted song requests into your music library in real time. For more information, please check out the Real-Time Export to Playlists and DJ Software chapter. Next, we arrive at the Advanced Settings tab. The first option here enables you to allow your guests to provide a message with their song requests. You can decide whether everyone can see the messages or whether only you can see them. The next advanced feature requires your guests to provide a nickname before being allowed to request songs if they don't have a Request account. This makes it easier for you to identify who a request comes from, though it can be an extra unwanted barrier for your guests. Next, you can specify the minimum time interval between requests from the same user. With this, you can prevent users from spamming you with requests. Normally, the thumbs up and thumbs down buttons are only present on pending requests. This option allows you to also have the upvote and downvote buttons on declined, accepted, and played requests. This next option determines whether the same song can be requested multiple times. When you're all done, you can save your event. Finally, I'd like to mention that you can easily copy the event settings from another event by long pressing an event card and tapping Duplicate Event. Inviting participants. Once your event is created, you're ready to start taking song requests. We automatically generate a custom QR code for every event. When someone scans this QR code, they will end up in this event. They don't need to install the app or create an account. They can just start requesting songs from their browser right away. You are not the only one able to see and share this QR code. People who've already joined your event can also see the QR code and share it with others. There are also various QR code posters you can download and print to make it even easier for your guests to participate. Besides a QR code for each event, we also have the option to use a single QR code for all your events. This QR code works as follows. If you only have one active event, guests are taken directly to that event. If you have multiple active events, guests see a list of your active events and can choose which one to join. If you have no active events, but have an upcoming event, guests are taken directly to that upcoming event. If you have multiple upcoming events, guests see a list of your upcoming events to choose from. If you have no active events at all, guests are taken to your profile page. Besides using the QR code to invite others, you can also share the link to your event directly. If you haven't enabled Restrict Who Can Participate to only guests who have the link or QR code, users can also find your event by searching for it or browsing the world map. The latter only applies if you've set a physical location for your event. Requesting songs. People can request a song by pressing the plus in the bottom right corner of your event. They can then search for the track they want to hear. Based on what music platform you chose in the event settings, this search bar will provide results from the Spotify, Tidal, Apple Music, or SoundCloud catalog. If you set up your event settings to limit song requests to only songs present in your own repertoire, guests will only see those tracks here. If you enabled Allow Messages on song requests, people are provided an option to attach a message to their song request. If you enabled tipping in your event settings, people are provided an option to attach a tip to their song request here. When someone chooses to add a tip, a reservation will be made on their card and they will only actually be charged if you decide to accept their request. Besides creating requests, people can also vote on requests from others. Taking and managing song requests. New song requests arrive in the Pending tab. Here you can decide whether you want to accept or decline the requests that are coming in. When declining a request, it will move to the Declined tab. When accepting a request, it will move to the Accepted tab. If you've configured your event settings with a real-time export, your accepted requests will automatically be sent to your playlists or DJ software. If you'd rather manually copy song requests into your library or DJ software, you can easily do so using the Copy Song Title and Artist button. After you've played an accepted request, you can decide to move it to the Played tab. If you don't want to manually accept or decline your song requests, you can specify automation rules to do this for you. You can, for example, decide to automatically accept all song requests that are upvoted a lot. Similarly, you can decide to automatically decline requests which are downvoted a lot. Or you can automatically accept all song requests created by a certain user. A lot is possible here. Managing attendees. Request gives you fine control over who can attend your events and what your event attendees are allowed to do. Besides our event settings allowing you to restrict who can participate in your events, we also allow you to manage people who are already attending your event or have joined it before. To see a list of your event attendees, navigate to the Event Attendees tab. Here you see a list of everyone that has ever attended your event. For every attendee, there are several options. You can kick out the attendee and remove them from this list. This will just kick out the user once, but they can join again anytime. You can ban someone from the event, preventing them from joining again. You can make someone a VIP. This essentially makes the requests from this user always show above requests from non-VIP users. And finally, you can turn a user into a kiosk. For more info about this, check out the Kiosk Mode chapter. Tipping and donations. In Request, you can allow people to attach tips to their song requests. To set up tipping for your event, you can go to your event settings and enable Song Requests with Donations. If this is your first time doing this, you'll be sent to Stripe to provide information on how you'd like to receive your payouts and such. Once that is set up and Song Request with Donations is enabled, your guests can start attaching tips to their song requests. When someone attaches a tip to their song request, a reservation is made on their card for that amount. Only when you decide to accept their request will the tip be sent to you. You can open your payments dashboard at any time to see how much you've earned. Payouts usually happen every 7 days. Repertoire limit. If you only have a limited repertoire, are only capable of playing certain songs, or you just don't want people to request just any track, you can use the repertoire limit feature to limit what songs can be requested to only tracks present in your own repertoire. To do so, open your event settings and enable the Limit What Can Be Requested switch. Next, enable the Limit Song Requests to Repertoire switch. Then you can choose a playlist that serves as your repertoire. You can search for the name of your playlist or paste the playlist URL. make sure your playlist is public. Once you've chosen a playlist, event attendees are limited to requesting only tracks present in this playlist. Importing song requests from playlists. If you want to pre-populate the list of pending song requests, for example with a playlist provided by your client, you can do so here. You can search for a playlist or paste the link to that playlist in the search bar. Make sure the playlist is public. After selecting your playlist, hit save and a pending song request will be created for every single track in the playlist. Real-time export to playlists and DJ software. Besides the option to manually copy song requests into your library or DJ software, Request also provides a real-time export feature that can do this automatically. When enabled, Request will automatically send accepted song requests to a Spotify, SoundCloud, Apple Music, or Tidal playlist. Most modern DJ software allows real-time streaming from at least one of these platforms, letting you get your song requests directly into your DJ software. To set up real-time exporting, open your event settings and enable this feature. The first time you do this, you'll be asked to connect your account. Once that's done, you can choose whether to export your song requests to a new playlist or an existing one. Besides exporting to playlists, Request also supports sending accepted requests directly to your queue, though this is currently only supported for Spotify. When you save and accept a request, it will automatically appear in your selected playlist. Post-event email marketing. One of the best ways to promote yourself through Request is with post-event email marketing. This feature allows you to send emails to event attendees a few hours after one of your events has ended. In such emails, you can thank them for sending in song requests or provide information on how they can book you for their next event. To enable this feature, go to the Post-Event Email Marketing page and enable email marketing. Here you can write the email that will be sent and specify when it should be delivered. Business profile. Another great way to promote yourself is by setting up your business profile. This is the perfect place to share information about yourself and your services. To set up your business profile, tap the three dots in the top right corner of your profile or press the Edit Profile button. Here you can specify things like your stage name, the region you operate in, and your contact details. We also recommend providing a clear call to action that directs users to a website or URL of your choice. You can use this to send users to a booking page or any other destination you'd like. Kiosk mode. Kiosk mode is a special mode for using Request on shared devices. With Kiosk mode, you can easily set up a dedicated device at your event for guests to request songs from. Kiosk mode includes several built-in features that prevent guests from leaving the event or deleting requests. To use Kiosk mode, you'll need a device that will function as your kiosk. This can be a tablet, laptop, or really any device capable of running Request. From this device, join your Request event, but make sure you're not logged into the same account that created the event. Then, from your event host account, navigate to the Kiosk mode page and choose the user on the kiosk. Mark that user as a kiosk to enable Kiosk mode for that account. Once Kiosk mode is enabled for a device, users on that device are restricted from leaving the event, deleting requests, voting on requests, and tipping. All of those things can still be done from non-kiosk devices if you allow your guests to do so. That's it. Lastly, if you ever feel that Request is missing a feature you'd like to see, you can request it directly from within the app, contact us on Discord, or send an email to contact@request.app. Thanks for watching.